Sense. Hello, baby. How we doing? Hey, Mystic Sense. Hi, babes. How you doing? How was your Saturday and Sunday? Hey, what's this? Hi, baby. Happy Sunday evening. Y'all, can you hear my music? Because if you can, I got to lower it, honey. I don't want YouTube grabbing me. Oh, honey. Wonderful. Slept all day. Good. And you can't. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Slept all day, honey. I wish I could, sweetie. Oh, it's been a very, listen, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, today, off the chain busy. Off the chain busy. Yes, buddy. We're gonna wait for a little bit more people to come in. What's this? Talk to me, love. Talk to me, sweetie. How was the barbecue? You know what, Don? Okay, so the Cubs won. And we did the pregame and then we did the after game. We had a blues band and we had 2 whole pigs. That was wild. They put sunglasses and hats on them. They called them the Blues Brothers. So that was wild. That was definitely wild. Greetings, y'all. We got 5 people in the chat. Can y'all just hit the like? The likes are free, please. And we're just gonna wait for a few more people. Yeah, it was pretty cool. We're gonna wait for a few more people before we begin. But in the meanwhile, I was gonna rest. Oh, honey, a baby, cleaning my apartment is a luxury. Oh, what's this? Listen, I get home, sweetheart, I throw this hair up in a ponytail. I take this bra off, and baby, it's like I am held hostage to the couch. The energy level, I mean, I extended it all day from working and from just keeping. It was something else. Okay. Oh, there we go. I like that. Oh, thank you, Rocket League Pro. Thank you, love. We're not doing readings tonight, sweetheart. We're just doing check-ins, but I'll make sure I get you, darling. But thank you for the like. You know what, darling? You know what, sweetie? And I understand. A Mystic Sense. I get it, sweetheart. I get it. Trust me, I get it. And we're going to talk a lot about that because a lot of the conversations that have been going on as of lately have been about work, have been about just the energy that people have been bringing into their jobs. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Yo, we got 12 people in the chat. Could we make the likes match the chat, please? I didn't remember them heart attacks, baby. Listen. I heard someone say this. Baby. I heard someone say that we're brought into the world. When we are brought into the world, We look like our mothers and our fathers. And when we leave the world, we look like our choices. Ain't that deep? Ain't that deep? Ain't that deep? So, yeah. So, there we go. Anybody else before we get into this? Anybody else? Okay, baby. Like FedEx. I was so annoyed when I woke up. I get woken up by my children in the morning. Ah, yeah, baby, flip that annoyance around, sweetheart. Flip it around. I understand we'd like to get some rest, but there's gonna be a day, sweetheart, when that house is gonna be quiet. You know, as parents, we're like, why don't you grow up? And then that house is quiet, and then we find out that they did grow up. All right, y'all. Listen. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. A lot of conversations. A lot of conversations were based around work and what have you. And a lot of people that I just got off the phone. I just got off the phone before I went live with a very dear friend of mine, a very talented individual. Um, and they're carrying anxiety into the work week. And that is a horrible place to be. Think of it, y'all. It's Sunday evening at about 9:30, and my friend is carrying anxiety about tomorrow. So tomorrow's not even been here. Tomorrow's not even gotten here, but we're already exhausted from the fuckery that we know that we're going to have. So I did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like I said, for the ball game. That was a lot of preparation. That was a lot to do. And then yesterday and today, there was a convention. I'm a hairdresser, so our convention was here. And so, I was working that as well. And on both places, I was hearing people, you know, um, just really, just really getting a lot off of their chest when it came to their work. And they was not happy. These people were not happy. And and I'm listening to all this, and I'm listening. Hi, Michelle. And I'm listening to all this, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of misalignment. And being in the real world, we got to take what we can get because we've got responsibilities, we've got kids, we've got all these things, and it's almost as if we are enslaved to this system. And and I'm subjected to it too. I'm subjected to it too. But I'm going to tell you something. So today, while I was at the convention, the American Beauty Show, I was helping out with this one exhibit, and it was kind of slow, and people were talking and stuff like that. And this one person was like, "Oh, um, things are not going the way that I would like for it to go. Things, money is tight, things of that nature." And this woman that I never met before, she was working with us, in a like a lighthearted way. She's like, "Girl, remember, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want." And the individual that uh was saying all this turned out and said, I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm like, whoa. This person was offering you like something, something to hold on to. And you just cast it aside. There's a lot of things that went on at that point. Number one, this individual that did that, that only told me that they are addicted to the struggle. They really like what's going down. Wait a minute. What is this? Rocket, I was like that until one day a man that I never saw was those words, those fingers, those shameless. Oh, there you go. What's this? Yeah. So, back to my story. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. That is Psalm 23, 23 verse 1. I'm no longer like I'm spiritual. I'm not religious, but I grew up with all that. So I knew what all those verses said. And the thing is that like I had to translate it so it made sense to me. And so with like the spiritual laws that I understand, that Bible verse says to me that the universe is a source of constant supply. And when we align with divine mind, we live in a state of peace, abundance, and sufficiency. There's enough for all of us. The Lord is my shepherd, is a recognition of that higher self or that divine presence, that guides and that protects and that nourishes all things. When I come on here and I try to relay that to you all, the only, through the cards and stuff like that, the one tarot card that scripture amplifies is the card that I'm going to show up right now. And it is card number 3 in the Major Arcana, the Empress. Right here, the Empress. Her Majesty, she sits on a throne surrounded by a beautiful, lush garden. And that lusciousness that's around her, that is symbolizing abundance. Somebody had to tend to that garden. So that garden is also representative of nurturing. And as luscious as it is, that is symbolic of divine provision. Her crown of stars, that reflects a connection to divine intelligence and spiritual authority. This heart-shaped shield that's right by her, that is often found with the symbol of Venus, and it speaks of unconditional love. It speaks to unconditional love and of comfort and beauty. The wheat field. This right here, this is the wheat field right here. The wheat field is representative of fertility and subsistence and unfailing supply of the earth. It's symbolic of like the shepherd who ensures, we shall not want. The Empress represents, a sense of safety, of belonging, and she promotes the idea of nurturing, of the nurturing inner mother. So we've got to be our own Empress. That part of us that is offering self-compassion, emotional fulfillment, and allows for creative flow. We've got to be our own Empress. So at this point, let me just say this much, because you often hear me say that whatever happens to us, we had an agreement. We agreed to it. So with that being said, here's two questions. Where in your life do you feel supported and provided for? Where in your life do you feel like you're comfortable and you're okay? when we think about that, here's the next question. How can you cultivate more trust in loving and nurturing energy for yourself? How can you do that? Hi, Islam. So the Empress, she's embodying like all of that nurturing love that, that the Psalm speaks of, of the one who tends and protects and provides without question. So just as a shepherd like ensures that the sheep is never going to go without, the Empress represents that unconditional sustenance, the beauty and the emotional richness. She enhances the spiritual truth that you are always held in divine care. If I was to give this card an affirmation, I would say that I am divinely nurtured and I am fully provided for. I live in abundance of infinite wisdom, and I lack for nothing. That's what I would give her. That's what I would give her. And so I wanted to come up on here because, like I said, this is Sunday night, and a lot of people are having those, Monday anxieties and stuff. And so I wanted to come over here and say self-love and faith. Yes, baby. Yeah. But here's the thing. What's this? Here's the thing. So many of us give up that self-nurturing and that faith once we enter the job market. That job market is representative of so many things for us. It's, our way of life is contingent on that job. And so therefore, we got to make sure that, the boss is okay. We got to make sure that we're doing this. We got to do that. And then, if you've got children, or anything else that is dependent on you, that is the why you wake up in the morning and you do what you got to do, and I get it. The thing is, though, hey, Miss Kimbrough, the thing is, though, is that that's when I quit. That's right. That's it. But, but we don't quit a job unless we have another one. I mean, now don't get me wrong. You jumped, we jumped ahead of things. But let me get back on track. Y'all, you got to remember that these jobs are what you do. They are not who you are. Did you catch that? A job is what you do. It is not who you are. Listening to the news, hey, Miss Martha, listening to the news, the economy is in the toilet, this, that, and the other, all of that. And I'm not here to dispel or to deny any of that. All of that stuff may very well be true, but this is all I'm asking everybody in the chat to do. I am merely asking that you all, in your 3 feet bubble, focus on what you can control. That's it. That's all. Focus on what it is that you can control. Hey, Ranger. Focus on what it is that you can control. You don't like that job? Fuck that job. Well, there you go. What's this? But what's this? This is what I want the chat to notice. What's this? What's this said? I don't have another one when I quit, but I will find one quickly. The declaration, I will find one quickly. That there was no question in that. And that's how we got to proceed. Oh, what's this? You cooking with me tonight, honey. You cooking with me tonight. What's this? And I love it. If you all are not happy in your current situation, I will never tell anyone to leave a situation until they find another one. Here's what I can offer you. Here's what I can offer you. I can say this. This is not going to be easy. And I know we are all tired. All of us are tired. We are all tired. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can be tired working for somebody else, or you could be tired working for somebody else and trying to find your own thing. Either way, you're going to be tired. But which tired is going to work for you? You don't like your job and you feel you're stuck? Baby, first off, that's a feeling. A feeling will go away. But here it is. I guarantee you that if you take the energy that you are expending about how you dislike your job and you use that energy as an active pursuit to find you another job, or to be better qualified, you either take a night course or do whatever it is you got to do. Take a little class, to be certified into something else. I bet you going to that shit job will not feel as bad because you know that you are working on your escape plan. I'm working on my own thing. There you go, Michelle. There you go. And Michelle, knowing that you're working on your own thing, that's got to be a sexy fucking feeling. Am I right or am I wrong? We got what's this, and we got Michelle Honey. That we're talking about empowering ourselves. You're going to do one or two things. You are either going to work hard at building your dream, but if you're not doing that, you're working hard building someone else's. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I have found a job. I'm on the... Ha! Look at that. You said, fuck this bullshit. I heard that, baby. I heard that. Hey, Marge. So yeah, so that is where, that's what I just wanted to come up on. I want you to remember. I want you all to remember. Take a good look. I want you to remember Her Majesty, the Empress. All right? Everything you need, everything you want, you're never going to be without. Yeah, well, honey, your comfort zone, yeah, that's where everything goes to die, baby. So you right where you're supposed to be, Michelle. You right where you're supposed to be. You were never supposed to be in a comfort zone, baby. You were never supposed to be in a comfort zone. And for everybody that's watching the chat, I will say this much, like, oh, Miss Ronnie, you talk about going to school. I don't like that. Or, oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Listen, if you all are making, if you're making excuses, if you're doing things for avoidance simply means stopping your own growth. Everything that you want in life is on the other side of the shit that you don't want to do. Let me say that again. Everything that you want in life is on the other side of the shit that you do not want to do. And babies, I'm here to tell you, shit, I'm tired too. I'm tired. Look at these bags, baby. Baby, these bags are ready for travel. But I'm out here doing my shit. I'm doing the very best that I can. I'm doing the very, very best that I can. I didn't want to come out here long. I just wanted to, touch base with you all and see how y'all were doing. Before we sign off, anybody in the chat, anybody want to contribute anything? All right, I guess that's a no. Okay, we all need, yeah. And Michelle, I'll say this much. If the dreams that you have don't scare the shit out of you, those dreams ain't big enough. Oh, it was my pleasure, Ranger. I'm glad you got something out of it. Wait. Never stuck. I step out on faith. When there is fear, then I move. And I'm out because I feel that I need to test the waters because fear, baby, fear ain't, listen, danger is real. Danger is real. Fear is a feeling. Fear is just a feeling. Fear is that shit that you don't know. It's the unknown. And once you know what's going on, that fear is dispelled. That fear is dispelled. Moving forward. Yes, Miss Martha. Yep. Moving forward. All right, you all. Let me Let's get ourselves centered. We're going to do a prayer for a good, we're going to do a prayer for a productive 5-day work cycle. Cause you know, we don't say the WEEK word. We don't say that. All right. Oh, baby, that's a number. That's a number, lady. That's a number. That's a number, sweetheart. Honey, and you could start a dream at any point. Okay. So here we go, y'all. Let's pull it in. Breathe in, exhale, clear your mind. And you know what, y'all? I do not want you focusing on nobody else but yourselves. Right now, anybody that's in this chat, this is for you. This is for you. This is for you. All right. This ain't for nobody else. You can extend your energy to help other people another time. But what we're going to do right now, this is going to be strictly for you. So you all let me know when you're ready. And we're gonna do this prayer. And then, you know, we're going to do whatever we do, but we're going to have an amazing and an aligned 5-day work cycle. And we're going to be in alignment. All right. All right, we're ready. All right. All right, we call upon infinite wisdom, the divine presence that lives and moves and breathes through all of us now. We open up our hearts for guidance and clarity and peace. We are now releasing all thoughts of being overwhelmed, for divine order governs our time and our tasks. We are capable and we are supported. And the spirit within us performs all things through calm wisdom. We let go of the need to control, and we trust that every challenge brings us deeper in alignment. We radiate peace in every interaction. Compassion and understanding is the only thing that goes before us. We are renewed each day by infinite energy. Our work flows with ease and our minds are clear. And we are enough, and we are worthy, and we are expressions of divine in action. And all that was left undone now finds completion in perfect timing and in perfect order. We move in harmony with time. We do what is ours to do, and we do it with excellence. We are abundantly supported. Prosperity, peace, and purpose flows freely through us now. Our work is sacred. Our lives are meaningful. And we step into this new 5-day work cycle aligned with our highest good. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. All right, babies. All right. All right, babies. You all have an amazing, abundant, and aligned 5-day work cycle. No, I'm over here in Chicago rooting for all of us, rooting for myself as well. So you all take that little bit of peace, get some rest. We've got a 5-day work cycle to tackle. Oh, it's my pleasure, Ranger. Y'all, when the video uploads, I'll wait for the transcription, and then I'll post the prayer that we did in the description. As a short, I'll do the Empress, her representation and her affirmation. All right. So with all that being said, y'all throw a heart in the chat. Sign out. Sign out so I can go lay down. Y'all sign out. Good night, Miss Flores. Thank you for stopping by, baby. There you go. I see some hearts. Get out. Get out. There you go, sweetie. There you go. What's this? Oh, I may come on Wednesday. I may come on Wednesday. Go on. Good night, babies. Thank you for stopping through. We got 7 people in the chat. Come on, get out so I can leave. All right, y'all are taking too long. I'm out. Good night, babies. Have an amazing 5-day work cycle. I almost said the W word. Good night.